You are on Collision and I'm Cat Unwrapped, and I have two of the guys from Melbourne's Fear is a Liar in the studio with me right now, Ross and Andrew. How are you guys going?
Hey, Cat.
Very well.
Good, thank you.
And I do say Melbourne's Fear is a Liar, but technically that might not be quite right.
It is. It's primarily Melbourne.
Australia's Fear is a Liar.
Yeah. we are sort of spread out around the country, but yeah. Half the band's in Melbourne. One of the other guys are in Perth, and another guy's in Ballarat.
Oh.
Yes.
He should be here right now, shouldn't he?
He should be here right now.
Next time.
Yeah, he could have come with you.
Yeah, totally.
Could have got a lift down.
Get him in.
And you guys, you're actually doing Rock the Bay again this year. This 2 years in a row.
That's right.
Yep.
I was saying to Ross out the front, that's pretty good.
Yeah.
They don't usually put a band on 2 years in a row, so you must have done really good last year.
I think so.
Yeah.
We had a lot of support off that, and there's been a lot of interest ever since, and so, yeah, it's been good.
Yeah. Last year we had a pretty good turnout, and because we don't actually gig a lot due to our location, we can't get together that often. We got a good response, so that was healthy. And this year, it's another really cool bill too to be on. We're really, really lucky that we can get on this bill because quite a few of the bands, we've listened to and fans of and stuff like that. And there's a couple of bands that are headlining this year that have reformed from years ago. And our old bands, I remember playing with them years ago, and we used to do some supports with those guys, Rook and Bushido, and that's really cool to see them back and playing a show. So just to be on the same bill again is really cool.
Yeah. And what time are you guys on in which area?
Gershwin Room.
Gershwin Room for sure.
Yeah.
Time?
We're on at 6.
Right.
6 o'clock. So I think the day starts, Rock the Bay kicks off around
At 2 o'clock.
2 o'clock.
Yeah.
So 2 p.m. kickoff, but Fear is a Liar on at 6 o'clock in the Gershwin Room. So
Right.
yeah, right, perfect time just to grab a bite to eat, have a few beers and come in and have a look.
Yeah, definitely worth checking out. Yeah. I have been trying to get information off Ross for a long time on Facebook. It's like, where did you guys come from? Because
Andy's probably better telling the story.
Yeah, because
I was pulled in down the line.
I've told him many times that no band just, this is not a first band deal. It's far too good to be your first bands.
Yeah, it's been a weird kind of forming actually, but it started out with a long-time mate of mine, Ben, and I were in a band called Life to Water together, and that kind of ran its course. I guess our vocalist moved to the UK, and we kind of looking for different things to do, so we split off, and Ben and I decided that we'd started working on some new stuff that we had in the can already, and decided, should we get another singer in for Life to Water, or what do we do? So we decided to just start fresh, basically, with brand new name, brand new members and that sort of stuff. So, so we actually came across John, the vocalist for Fear is a Liar now, and he's actually based in Perth, and he's a friend of a friend that's in the Melbourne scene. So, we got in touch with him and sent him some of our material that we'd been putting together, and he loved it straight away. I'd never met him, so we basically met on email and said, hey, I'm mates with a guy called Matt Crude, actually, with Crudy, and he came back and said, look, I love it. I'll put down some vocals, some demos, and send them back to you. So he sent back, some vocal takes and of some of the stuff that we've been writing, and then Fear is a Liar name came along, and so it just kind of evolved from there. We got a bass player in, a guy that was actually originally from Queensland, had to be from another state. Mm-hmm. It's a prerequisite, but and so Nate joined and was playing for a while, and I guess since then we were looking at probably, beefing things up a little bit at that stage, and we were looking around for a second guitarist just to try and write a few new songs as a 5-piece, and then I was searching around the internet one day and come across this handsome-looking man there, Ian Ross.
That is correct.
No, so Ross and I just started chatting, and I said, look, are you keen? And I sent some of the tracks to Ross, and he seemed to dig it from what he'd heard, and so we had a jam and just clicked. It was fortunate because so many times you get people in from all walks of life, that come into bands, and you got to be able to get along. You got to be able to, I guess, same taste in music is a bonus. It's good if you all like your own styles and stuff like that, but if you're kind of all into the same sort of thing in terms of writing and what you all want to do, like direction-wise, that's pretty good. So, yeah, Ross was up for that, and, yeah, we started putting stuff down, and, yeah, kind of that's sort of how it evolved, really. Yeah.
So what about you then, Ross? What was your background before you were found by Fear is a Liar?
Before I was saved. I had played in a band in the Melbourne scene for a while called From December, and it kind of imploded, and it was just a relentless gigging machine. It was very refined. It was fantastic, great experience. And then once that was over, I didn't want to get back into it again. So I just had a really big break. And then I thought, well, I might as well just write my own stuff. So I did that for quite a while. And I think I had posted a cover of the song that we just released as a cover, Running Up That Hill. And I think Andy had found that and gotten in touch with me off that. So that was it.
So when you say you posted a cover, were you singing too?
Absolutely not. Nobody needs to hear that. No,
I probably wouldn't have got in touch with him if you hadn't done that.
That is not my forte. No, it was just all instrumental. I think, yeah, Andy showed it to the guys and they got me in, and that was it. So it's been a fantastic little journey so far.
Yeah.
It's been good.
Awesome. And then what happens with the songwriting now? Because, obviously when you first found John, you had full songs written, but surely now he has a lot more input into the lyrics.
Oh, for sure, yeah. Look, and he's always written, everything Fear is a Liar has come vocally from John and lyrically from him. Musically, yeah, early stuff that we kind of released but never really released. It was sort of a lot of stuff we just put online, but we haven't really officially released like an EP or an album or anything. But yeah, once I guess now, like, the lineup's sort of changed again. I guess in the last 6 months, Ben, who started out, with me, he's not playing with us anymore, and that's just due to the fact that he's got plenty of other things on the go with life and stuff, and that's all good. And Nate, who was playing bass with us, is heading overseas. So Tim, who's another long-time friend of mine from a band, Life to Order, my old band, he's now playing with us, which is awesome. Great to be playing with him again, and he's a great bass player, and he's fits straight back in. So we're really fortunate. It was sad that Nate's heading overseas, but yeah, Timmy back in now. So I guess we're a 4-piece again, and but writing wise, it's just been a weird. I've never done anything like this before. It's been a weird sort of progression that Ross fortunately has his own gear and recording gear and that sort of stuff, and I'm the same. I record my own stuff, and so does John. John records his own stuff and has a studio in Perth. So Tim sort of will come record with me or Ross and go through the guitar and bass sort of stuff. But we're all kind of based in our own studios, and we're all writing to each other's stuff. But so I've had a little bit of stuff that I've put down in the past, and then I'll share that with Ross, and then Ross will just send whole songs, like pretty well written, and then I'll get those parts, and then I'll write some bits to it that'll kind of might shake it up or change it a little bit, and then we'll send it off to John, and then he'll come back with these massive sort of vocal type, pieces that change the song a bit again. So then we'll re-record parts and then we just I've sort of been gluing it all together, doing a lot of the mixing and stuff like that. So we're now at about 8-9 tracks, almost complete for an album release pretty soon. So that's really exciting. But it's been a weird process. Like, we haven't all been jamming together traditionally, and then writing together traditionally, and then booking a studio for a week or something to go and put all the music down and then the vocals down and then mix it somewhere. And it's all been done kind of on the fly when we can. We've all got busy lives, and so it's been a really weird kind of way of putting it down, but surprisingly it's all come together pretty damn good. Like, it's sounding huge, I think, anyway, personally.
Yeah, no, it is. I agree.
For that process, yeah. Yeah,
it's been it's challenging because a lot of the times you're communicating via emails. It's like, this is what I was thinking we could do. Like Andy said, I'll send an entire song over, and we'll strip the drums off it so Andy can record on it, and then we'll strip the bass off it so Tim can come in and do his thing. And then John sends these massive vocal epics over, and it's brilliant. It's
So
fantastic.
when you say a whole song, do you actually put the drum parts and that in?
I just
as well?
do really basic programming. So as you can, so there's a basic structure, and that Andy can go, right, well, I've got an idea, get rid of it, and I'll record something over the top. So it's it's been challenging, but a lot of fun at the same time.
Right.
Yeah. It's kind of funny because like there's that whole element of like Ross will record something, then I'll put my take of it on there. And then I'll send it back to him and he'll be like, holy crap, I never even...
Usually it's holy crap, I don't like that at all.
Yeah. It's just sort of... But it's still... Everyone gets involved. Like everyone writes that
Who
way.
gets the holy crap?
All of us at some point.
Yeah. Yeah. It's good though, because we all still write. We're all still writing, which is cool. Like we're all still writing our own parts and doing our things.
So you all contribute parts and you all veto parts and...
Absolutely, yeah.
I mean, no one's feelings get hurt at all. We're all well beyond that.
Yeah.
So, and you want everyone to have, have their say into the song. So whilst I might write full songs, I want Andy to do his thing because it's what he does. And same with Tim and John.
Yeah.
So yeah, it is. It's really good fun.
Yeah.
Right.
It's different.
Yeah.
And so then, like with the Rock the Bay Festival coming up, John's coming over for that. How much rehearsals do you get in before you get on stage?
He's flying in Wednesday, Rock the Bay Saturday. We rehearse Thursday, and then he can rest his voice on Friday. And yeah,
one
we
rehearsal.
Rock the Bay Saturday. Yeah,
right.
One rehearsal. That's it. Yeah, we don't get together, as I said, much at all. And
But it all comes together when you're in the room.
It does. Yeah.
Yeah. It's like I said, it's
cool.
quite bizarre, but it works. Yeah. So we'll look. If you're coming to Rock the Bay, you'll soon find out whether it will.
It's either going to be a complete success or a car crash. So.
You'll be like, those guys were full of shit.
I'll stand there watching you, and if you make one mistake, I'll say, see now, if they just had one more
rehearsal.
I know, exactly. Yeah.
No, I won't do that to you. But you guys, you were in the front bar, but you were earlier in the afternoon last year, weren't you?
We were in the Gersh room.
We did the Gersh last year too,
Yeah. Yeah, we were pretty early last year.
Yeah. I think we were 4:30 or 5 o'clock last year. So we've moved up an hour, which is cool.
Yeah, 6 o'clock's when people are really starting to pile in usually.
Yeah. No, it's a good spot. We're wrapped.
Yeah, absolutely.
Yeah. Just to be playing, it's cool.
Yeah.
I'm happy.
Well, what about other shows? I mean, you can't just play once a year.
No, we can't, and that's something we've been trying to work out. We'd like to do a lot more, obviously, but time and distance is our biggest challenge with that, obviously. We've talked about doing a trip, even just to try and organise a weekender to Perth over to John. So, he's not... Obviously, it's 3 of us going over there compared to one of him coming here is. But we'd like to do something like that. Even meet in Adelaide, like go and do a show in Adelaide. Something like that would be cool.
Yeah.
Yeah. So I don't know how we're going to tackle that one. But
we've got there's a few things that have sort of reared up for 2015. So we'll look at those very seriously because we do want to get out there and push the band a bit more and certainly play live more. So it's definitely on the cards. We'll just see how it all pans out.
Well, if you guys are putting an album together, then probably rather than try and go out of your way to do the odd show here and there, you're better off trying to get a few weeks where you can actually do a proper tour together when you release the album or something.
Yeah, that'd be nice, definitely. I mean, just a matter of going. If we could get up to do a Sydney, would be great. And like I said, Adelaide and do a couple, in Melbourne. Fairly close and that sort of stuff. That'd be nice, just to tour it around a bit. But yeah, the album, is hopefully going to be out fairly soon. So it'd be nice just to get, this has been like over 6 months or more. We've been putting this stuff together. So it's just going to be nice just to get that out there. Just
I'm a little confused about the album because, I think you guys have been actually, putting songs out on a really regular basis, but then I've gotten a few of the demos So those demos aren't singles, they're more what's going to end up on the album, yeah?
No, the stuff you'll hear coming out in the album is all new.
All new.
All right. So you're sending me the stuff you're throwing away.
Old stuff.
There's one or two, actually.
Yeah.
There's one or two older sort of demos that you would have heard, that are going to be on it. So, because we did the Shards of Purpose single, so that was that's been out, and but yeah, as far as like a whole brand new sort of album, it's all pretty fresh. Yeah.
Sounds like a good segue to actually put one of your tunes on right now.
Cool.
Which one shall we play?
Why not do A Chance to Wake Up?
Done.
The new single.
That's right.
So yeah, we'll listen to that, and we'll be back with Andrew and Ross from Fear is a Liar.
Rock.
You are back on Collision with Kat, Andrew and Ross from, well, they're from Fear is a Liar. I'm not.
You could play tambourine or something.
Yeah, I was going to say, if I was going to be in a band, Fear is a Liar would be a good one to be in.
What would you play, though?
What would I play?
Yeah.
Anything very badly?
Okay.
There's already four of those spots really taken already.
That's why I do radio, because I can't play an instrument. So Well, let's get to the name, Fear is a Lie, because it's one of the best band names I've ever come across.
Really?
Where did that come from?
Oh,
I mean, it is really true, I reckon. Fear is a liar.
It is. Yeah. If you actually bury down into what it actually means, it's true. I think that's kind of where it came from. That whole idea. I think I'd seen it online somewhere one day, and it kind of resonated for some reason. And I just thought I kind of like it as a band name. And at the time, I threw it across at one of the other guys and said, "What do you reckon?" When we were talking about band names, and because it's a hard thing choosing band name, it's because everyone's got their ideas, and then some things sound really good, but then you might write them down or look at them and they just don't work. Or
you Google them and everyone else is using
exactly.
it.
Yeah, and so that's kind of how it came up. Yeah, it wasn't something that we created. It was something that we saw online and thought, it kind of works. And like I said, it kind of resonated a little bit. I reckon I think a lot of people don't do a lot of things in life because they fear, what's going to happen, all that sort of stuff. So,
yeah.
And it's good because John's, especially early on, a lot of John's lyrics sort of aimed at that as well. Even with a chance to wake up. I mean, let's give him a chance to wake up. Give me a chance to wake up. That's what it's all about. So it really, it's sort of become a really good tie-in.
Yeah, speaking of which, I forgot to back announce that. We did just hear that track.
We did just hear that track.
Yeah.
I'm distracted. There's boys in the studio.
And the TV was on. But off.
TV,
The cat yelled at us.
Stop watching TV.
So, well, there is only two of you here, so half the band aren't. And I'm actually quite surprised because I didn't realise there'd been another lineup change, so I don't even know Tim at all.
Okay.
But seeing as it's just the two of you here, between us, who's got the worst habit in the band?
Oh, that's a good question.
Really?
Worst habit. Oh.
Well, you guys don't really do the road
My
tripping
wife's just
thing.
outside there. She'll probably be able to tell us. Tell me.
I don't think.
Yeah, now she's counting on her fingers how many things are wrong with me.
I don't think there's any massive bad habits. I'd say I'd be pretty annoying. Rehearsing, tuning up. Yeah, I don't know. No one. No.
No,
I got nothing. I got nothing to help you there.
No, you've got to do a few more road trips together. Then, then you have stories.
There'll be stuff that piss each other off. I'm sure, that's going to happen. But no, I think we're all pretty cruisy generally, people wise. So I think that's kind of the way the band started and has been continued and been with music approach to the music and stuff like that. I tend to get pretty excited and enthusiastic about trying to do things and get them done and get them out there. But that's kind of just my personality. I get something and I really want it to happen. So
you're impatient.
Yeah, not so much impatient,
Excited.
more just like enthusiastic about,
Can I borrow that?
Yeah, sure. Well, it's good, but it kind of probably drives people crazy a little bit. Yeah. But I'll be like, okay, so next we're going to do this, or next we're going to do this. We need to tick this off. We need to get this done. But only because I've sort of been through, and the other guys too have, but through the process of what it takes to get, a recording out and to do little bits of promo stuff and to even press CDs and to all those back end things that you have to do in order to even just get a disc together, stuff like that. So I kind of feel, let's get this happening. And I think that's probably one thing that, so I'll be shooting off messages all the time. Hey, what about this? What about this? And then, so the other guys probably think, Andy, just chill out, I don't know. Maybe that's about all I can think of as a habit.
No, I mean, it's a good bad habit to have, because it keeps you motivated, so you'll get these little reminders. Guitar track today. Oh, yeah, cool. Go and do it. And then, because, we all feed off each other. It is exciting too, especially having the goal of putting an album out.
Yeah.
Yeah.
You got to have that, don't you?
Yeah. It really is really big team environment, We all support each other. It's cheesy as hell, but it just is what it is. And it works. It seems to have worked so far, so yeah.
See, I'm the annoying one like you.
Mm.
I always want to get things done.
Yeah.
And if
But
I've got an idea, I want you to know now. I don't want to wait.
It's like
tomorrow.
So you're
interviewing
impatient.
us.
No, I'm just excited, isn't it? Enthusiastic.
Yeah,
That's
okay,
what we said.
enthusiastic. All right. Yeah. I noticed you're
stick with
putting
that.
those hand rabbit ear things up there, around enthusiastic.
Obsessive, compulsive.
Yeah. Tick all those boxes.
Yeah.
Well, so then what is, like, you guys, you've all got decent jobs and if you
Jobs.
have got families and
Yeah.
you are on opposite sides of the country, but you are also one of the classiest bands going around.
Thank you
And-
very much.
Cheers, Kat.
Like, I just wonder what your actual goals are for the band.
At the moment, just get the album out, release the music, and just put it out there. At the moment, I think we were touching on before about how to get together to gig. It's at this point, it's pretty hard logistically, but what we can do is keep writing and put it out there. And look, if 2 people hear it and go, I love it, and that's cool, we're not trying to, take over the world. And it's not all about how many likes and that sort of shit. It's about doing what we're enjoying. As I said before, we've all been in bands, like John and Timmy and Ross and I have all been in different bands and lineups, and been really young and enthusiastic about wanting to really push it and get out there. And we still want to do that with Fear is a Liar, but it's more probably about us writing and releasing our own stuff and enjoying it and being realistic and that sort of stuff.
So you're not going out there trying to be the next Foo Fighters.
No.
But what if opportunity happens to knock at your door from maybe a major label or something one day? Or are we sort of eager to jump on the bandwagon if the opportunity arises? Or
I think we need to discuss it. Honestly, that's never come up.
yeah,
Only because, like Andy said, we've gone through that, the whole young and eager and really want to push forward and release stuff and tour and blah, 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 blah. But I remember being in a rehearsal one night and Andy going, all right, what do we want independently? What do we want from this band? And it's all been pretty low key, like Andy may want to put out an album and I want to gig and Tim wants to do whatever.
Yes, that's right. Tim wants to do
whatever. He's really easygoing. He's a lovely guy.
he's from Ballarat.
He's from Ballarat. How can he not be a lovely guy?
You've got to get him in. You've got to get him in.
You do.
Yeah.
You do. You have to get him in.
He'll hear this
Yeah.
and be going, geez, I should have gone in there with
To protect his name. But it has been a lot of selfish goals, if you like, low key, but we just try and put out the best product we can. And if we can gig behind it, fantastic. But we're not looking to take over the world or anything like that. Major label interest, yeah, absolutely, that would be really cool. But we're just having a lot of fun.
pretty realistic about what we're doing, I think.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Yeah, you're
Yeah.
just enjoying it and you want people to enjoy your music.
That's
and
it.
Yeah.
Yeah.
I mean, you know what? Some of the things that we've had written on our Facebook page, positive things, not negative. But some of the emails and stuff have just been, it's what you want as an artist, as a musician. Someone to go, oh, I love that song. I can't stop playing it. Done.
Yep.
I'm a happy camper.
Yep.
It's really pretty simple and low key.
Yeah, we've had very minimal, but some people download and buy a track or whatever. That's cool, that's great. But realistically, to fund a band and stuff like that, you need more than just a few downloads and stuff, But yeah, it sounds cheesy, but the real value is in that feedback from people and it's not about stroking egos or anything. It's just about the fact that they enjoyed something that you put together. That's really, really cool. That's the best part.
Yeah.
We do have merch. It's at bigcartel.com/fearisalliar.
Yeah.
If you do want to download, that was bigcartel.com/fearisalliar. So please, there's stubby holders. The trucker hats we had have gone. They're sold out. But we do have T-shirts and stubby holders. Please get on and
Please,
we'll send
get on.
We'll send them out to you with a nice little note.
One of the easiest days I had deciding what to wear today. It's like I got to wear my Fear is a Lie T-shirt.
Yeah. I was disappointed you didn't have a stubby in your hand with a stubby holder. No, I'll have to get you one of those.
Why is everyone offering me beer today?
Yeah, exactly.
Just for the record, I do not drink beer. I'm a lot more expensive than that.
Right, cool. They do hold Maker's Mark.
So you guys recently did a cover of a Kate Bush song, I believe.
That is correct.
Running Up That Hill.
Yes.
And you did mention before that was actually what attracted you to Ross.
Yeah. Kate Bush.
That was actually me dancing as Kate Bush.
He looked like Kate Bush. And we thought, well,
I was doing the Wuthering Heights
what
thing.
are we going to do? Should we get this Kate Bush lookalike into the band?
Yeah. Can't play guitar. He dances up a storm.
Ross had sort of covered it and done a cover of it.
With just the guitar cover.
It was pure, instrumental.
Yeah. So then that came up as do you want to do this? At first, I was like, I was probably the most, I don't know, I was really unsure about it. I liked it, but I just wasn't sure how it was going to come out, so I thought. But then it was like, well, why not? Let's just give it a crack. And most of the stuff was kind of already down guitar-wise anyway. I jumped in, recorded the drum parts to it, and then, we flicked it across to Perth to John. And he came back, and as soon as I heard the vocals with it, I went, "Yep, cool."
Yeah,
I liked that the music is great, but it needed that.
Yeah, it did.
It's one of those songs that one of my friends said that you need a note from your mum to cover. It's like no one just covers that. You need.
It was a bit iffy to cover because it's like, well, it is a great song. It's an awesome song, but it has to sound like we are playing it our way. It can't sound different to what we play entirely, and it's come out really well.
Yep.
It does sound like us. So.
I'm glad that we did it actually now.
Yeah.
Now that it's down and all been mastered and released, it's really good. So but that's up on our Reverb Nation page, on our SoundCloud page. But you can download it for free. So if you jump onto the Reverb Nation Fear Is a Liar, or just on our Facebook page, it's up there. I think it's Fear Is a Liar band.
Yeah,
band. Just in case people don't know that we're a band. Fear Is a Liar band on the end of it. So Facebook, Fear Is a Liar band. So the links are there, and you can jump on, have a listen if you like it. There's a download, free download.
Yeah.
So
I recently did manage to fit in a cover special just before Christmas, I think.
Yes, I remember that.
Been planning it for about 4 months and finally got to do it just before Christmas.
Oh, yeah.
But one of the rules was that it wasn't to be a karaoke version. I wanted songs that people had covered in their own style.
Cool.
Yep.
I don't want just you karaoke, the same tunes.
Yeah.
I like people who add their own thing to it. Otherwise, what's the point?
Yeah. Yeah, no, it's that one's come up.
Yeah,
we're pretty stoked.
I mean, the idea when we got the vocal track back, it just so happens that Andy and I were in the same place at the same time. We got the vocals back, and I'm like, this is not what I had in mind at all. But then when we put it all together, it was just ticking boxes. It sounded fantastic, you know. So that's what I mean by everyone in the band putting in their own thing, and it was it sounds fantastic. I'm
so
biased,
when
though.
the vocals first came back, you were actually bitching about John behind his back.
Pretty much.
Yeah, exactly. We don't have bad habits. Shit. He doesn't know that. No, it was just, because you listen to a song so many times, and in my head, I'm like, I hear John doing this. And then John sends it back, and I'm like, that's not what I heard.
No.
That wasn't to say I didn't like it. It was just, that's not what I heard in my head.
Yeah.
And I adore it. I absolutely love what he's done with it. I have to say that.
Ross probably is closer to that song than any of us because he'd sort of invested into it in the past.
Yeah.
So for me, it was like I was probably listening just from a listening point of view. What do I reckon vocally? I reckon vocally to cover something, especially someone like Kate Bush, it's bloody hard to do it without butchering it. And so... Yeah, he's a talented boy.
Yeah, he's done a
John.
Brilliant job.
Yes.
Absolutely.
So we did Running Up That Hill.
Yeah.
Yep.
But you didn't do it running up the hill.
No.
Sitting down on my bum.
Yeah.
So, we'll listen to that and we'll be back.
Yes.
Well, so then if this was pretty much Ross's baby, what song would you want to cover, Andrew?
Ooh, I don't know. That's a good question. Really good question. I always make jokes about Unskinny Bob.
He doesn't realise I can play that.
Yeah.
I'm like, no problem.
Just because it's like a classic.
It's a great song.
But I'd have to go out and I've got a few cowbells actually. A few more cowbells. Yeah. I don't know. That's a good question.
Well, all right.
There is a few bands that I really like and have listened to for years that I'd love to do some covers of, but maybe one day. Mm.
Well, then that would lead to, if you were offered a support in Australia, a national support, which band would you want it to be with?
Ooh, cutting question.
Mm.
Tough one. You know what? I'm, as not to sound sucky up to all these other bands, but I adore Australian bands. Like the lineup for this Rock the Bay thing, Lung, Transients, Fading Out. I love those bands. So playing on that bill it's huge for me. Bands like Carnival, God, 12 Foot Ninja. Yes, I would love to play with those guys. Internationally, Seven Dust for me, Breaking Benjamin. Yeah, it's very much wide open for me, but I'm really stoked to be on this bill with those bands. It's just going to be a blast.
I have to agree. Like I've always been a big Aussie music fan, and it's always been listening to bands that I've either gigged with or have heard through the Australian music scene. Fortunately, bands like Dead Letter Circus and 12 Foot Ninja, and these bands Rook and that, I've been lucky enough to support. Had shows with them in the past, which has been awesome early days. And that's kind of, I think you just kind of get sucked into the scene because there are so many good bands that you don't necessarily hear about because they're not getting a lot of commercial play or stuff like that. But you hear them or you actually gig with them and you go, holy crap, they're awesome. So that's where, I reckon that's really cool. Internationally, if a band like Stone Sour came out, they would be a band that I would, probably give my left arm for, like to do a support with someone like that. That'd be pretty well kick ass.
Yeah, that'd be great.
It's really good to hear because it's not something you hear a lot.
Yeah. I mean, I can't go a week without downloading something from an Aussie band. Like I love Arakai and like I said before, Lung and all of these amazing bands. You can't go past the domestic market. They're just world class. It's
and
fantastic.
for legal purposes, he does mean paying for his downloads.
I don't do the naughty things. I don't do that. I pay for it. I'm a nice person.
As everyone should.
Absolutely.
And the good thing about that is, and them getting to play on bills together and being in the same scene, you do swap merch. You swap T-shirts and stuff so you kind of support each other, even though it's their swapsies and stuff, but you're getting each other's names out there amongst the scene, and that's to hook in and get connected. That's the way to keep it moving.
Yeah,
it's a really good support network of local bands.
Well, when I was at the train station today, a young girl, probably about 10 years old, was staring at my T-shirt, and I thought, good influence next generation.
Yeah, no,
absolutely.
we should have had some CDs with you or something.
You don't have actual CDs.
No, we don't.
So that would have been difficult.
Yeah,
totally.
Give her a stubby holder.
Did I get a stubby holder? I don't think I got a stubby holder.
You have to speak to my manager over there.
I could have possibly. I've got a couple of stubby holders.
I don't know if I don't know. We'll organise something.
Yeah.
I don't drink beer though, so.
That's all right.
You can have it for your coffee.
Yeah.
So then, the 21st of March, Rock the Bay, isn't it? And you will all actually be in the same state.
Yeah. The moons have aligned. Everything is ready to go.
And this is probably going to be the only actual live show for the year, isn't it?
No.
No.
There are things that will happen this year for sure.
Yeah,
definitely.
So Jonathan, I was going to call him Jonathan, but you call him John. John's going to have to work up his frequent flyer points,
or we will. Yeah.
Yeah.
We've got some goals we need to tick off this year, and
we might do a road trip.
Yeah, absolutely.
I think if you're going to have your band, like if you're going to have a singer over in Perth and the rest of the band in another state, it probably would help if you had someone who worked for an airline in the band.
That's a good idea.
That'd be a great
We should
idea.
really get someone.
It would be fantastic.
It'd be really good if they actually flew a plane too.
Yeah, that'd be even better.
Yeah.
That'd be so cool, like a band that's
It would be like we would be like Iron Maiden.
hardly
gonna
ever,
say Iron
hardly
Maiden.
ever does a show, hasn't quite released their debut album, but they've got a private jet.
Yeah.
Do that.
That's the way it
That's
should be.
easy.
I'm sure there's probably a few of those bands in America.
Yeah.
Probably.
In fact, if there's anyone listening with a private jet, please get in touch with us.
Yes, that'll be a wonderful thing. Make it happen.
But you don't actually fly a plane.
No. No. I'm in the business end of the aircraft, not the sitting down
Getting
and button
down to
pushing one.
business.
And he's not the janitor either.
No, sometimes.
I clean the toilet.
Yeah, no, that's not me.
So yeah, another song. Let's hear the last single. Shards of Purpose was the last single.
That's
wasn't
right,
it?
yeah.
And that is going to be on the upcoming album.
No.
No,
I can tell you that much.
Everything's
All
getting
new.
left behind.
All
Because that
new.
never got put on an album, though, did
No,
it?
it was just a single. Just a single. Chance to Wake Up was released as a single as well, but that will be on.
Right.
And Shards is being left off and remaining its own little thing. So yes. Well, I don't know why we decided that, because I think it was just this. All this other stuff was written around the same time, so we just kind of kept everything together. But yeah,
We've got the fortunate problem of having a lot of material.
Yeah.
And so Shards is done. We don't want to, we're not going to do fill. There's no filler on this. It's all new. It's only fair to put something new out with new stuff on it. So all new songs.
Right. And then, when you are like really famous and that, then you can go back with the stuff that never got released and
Then we
say,
do the
or
B-sides
never
and
got
rarities.
put on an album. Yeah,
Yeah.
then
Totally.
you can put it together.
there's a few of those.
Yeah, we'll do a greatest hits package, then a live album, and that should pad it until at least album number 2.
Yeah. then we could do a once a year gig,
Yep.
like a comeback tour, like John Farnham.
John Farnham.
Totally.
Yep. Every year will be a comeback tour.
It'll be rad. Yeah. Just
The
the, one
final
show,
tour.
though.
Oh, A Fear is Alive festival.
Oh yes.
Yeah.
You run your own festival.
That'd be nice.
Headline it every year, like Slipknot.
Yeah. There
Yeah,
you go. Not
yeah.
fest. Mm,
Yeah.
Totally.
Live
Yeah.
Fest.
Yeah.
Live, yeah.
Yeah. Are people really going to turn up?
Well,
Do we have anything there? I don't
Maybe
know.
people-
You have to
Is this
turn
a
up and
lie?
find
yeah,
out.
people might turn up and the festival could just be a big lie. It might not even be
Yeah,
there.
Exactly.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Which would really help with the public transport
Yeah.
issues that
Yeah.
can be had.
Well, it's true. Festival of Fear. I don't think that would work either.
People might be scared to
Actually,
come.
Festival of Fear would probably sell out overnight.
Yeah, true. Yeah.
And if you had it at Halloween, that would be.
Oh, that's a good
I
idea.
can just see all these really worried-looking people walking through the gates.
you know, if you decide to do this festival, I want in.
Okay, cool. No worries. Easy. We'll put you on the door.
Yeah. We'll have a
I'm
door
liking the
list for
sound
you.
of it.
There's a door list.
Started as an interview and ends up as a business
Yeah.
concept.
There you
Nice.
go. Done.
So, well, then you're talking, you've got all new material for the album.
Mm-hmm.
You're not putting on any of the older stuff. What are you playing at Rock the Bay? You're going to be playing some of those older tracks, or are you going for all new stuff?
There's a couple of the older songs that are very strong that they're definitely back in, but it is a whole new set list, really.
Mm.
Yeah.
Yeah, it's pretty new. All pretty new.
Mm.
But yeah, there are a couple of older.
Because I
older
didn't
tracks.
see you last year.
Oh yeah, yep.
I think
So a lot of the stuff that you would have heard, that you would know if you've listened to, you wouldn't have heard live then. So
I haven't heard any of it live yet.
This show then is going to be, all new for you.
That'd be where I came across you, Ross, wouldn't it? Because I didn't go to Rock the Bay last year, but if I was going to, you were the top band that I wanted to see.
Oh,
And
That
I
is
was
true, 'cause-
posting it on Facebook.
Yes, that's
and
right.
That's where Ross found me.
Yeah. I believe you
right.
had said to one of the guys from, I can't remember, who was the headliner for Rock the Bay last year? Mother's Cake.
Oh, yeah?
You had said to the singer or the guitarist
Oh,
in
they
that
had
band,
to
you
see
have
you.
to see us. Yeah.
Yeah.
I don't know if he did. No idea.
There was a guy eating a cake there.
Yeah.
Is that
It was his mum's cake.
Oh, no, I'm joking.
Madeira cake.
I made the mistake
Bad dad jokes.
I made the
Yeah.
mistake of asking what Mother's Cake meant on Facebook because the band wouldn't tell me.
I remember
Okay.
Someone told
hearing
me.
that radio show. I remember you giggling all the way through it. I remember that.
What with Mother's Cake?
Yeah. You and Fraser giggling all the way through it.
But So did they come and watch you play?
No idea.
Dunno.
I don't even believe I'd crossed paths with the guys there.
Yeah.
To be honest, I can't even remember.
There's a few guys, from other bands that we know, and they came along. I know there's been a few people from other bands that have said that they're keen to come and check us out this year, which is good.
Yeah.
Nice to get that support. It's really nice, and we'll do the same.
Absolutely.
Going to check out a few bands. There's some guys that play in actually playing a few bands that have been in some old bands that I used to know as well. I'm looking forward to seeing them. So.
And there's going to be a good crowd in the Gersh at 6 p.m. on the 21st.
Massive
Fingers crossed.
wall-to-wall
Yeah.
crowd.
In fact, yeah.
Got it in my mind already.
Yeah, in fact, if you do want to get in that crowd,
You can buy
Here
tickets
comes another
from Fear
plug.
is a Liar.
exactly. So again, if you're on the Facebook page, downloading the free tunes or
Buying T-shirts,
buying
and stubby holders.
T-shirts, yeah,
You may as well just buy a ticket.
There is actually on the Facebook page, just discovered recently, and I was pretty proud of this. But there's a shop now button, a shop now, and that's linked directly to our merch, online merch,
There you
which is
go.
kind of cool. So T-shirts, stubby holders, and tickets, pre-sale tickets, which are cheap. I think it's $25 on the door, but you get them for $20 from the band, posted straight out to you. So
At no extra cost.
yep, and you can do it all on. You can pay for it all online. It's all safe and secure. It's all set up. So if you want to buy them, you'll get them sent straight in, and it'd be good to see you front and center if you can come on.
And it's $20 for like over 30 bands. Isn't
40
it?
bands.
40 bands.
Yeah,
and
it's
some of
huge.
the best bands from
Absolutely.
not only Melbourne but around Australia.
Yeah.
Totally.
Yeah.
It's huge. Really, really cool. Yeah.
It's
good value.
It's stupid money.
Yeah.
Stupid money for all these
50
bands.
It
to
is.
60,
Brilliant.
50 or 60 cents for a band.
Yeah.
Yeah, pretty good going. And a good day out, like it's
Yeah.
a good crowd. It's always a good crowd at these
Yeah.
festivals, and the way they run them is really cool. They run really well. The ESPYs is a great venue, as most people know that have been there. And so, yeah, good things all around.
Yeah. And it's like, you can see, you could come, like for me, not being from Melbourne, I could come up to Melbourne, 10 times to see some of these bands, or I could go to this one festival and see them all at once.
Yep.
Yep.
Yeah.
Absolutely. Yeah, no, it's a good day out.
Mm.
Definitely. Yeah.
Yeah.
Especially, even if you don't get to go to a lot of live shows, it's a good way, as you say, to see, 4, 5, 6 bands or however long you want to stay around for or whatever. And really, $20. I mean, come on, it's for what you're getting, really,
It's
and the
ridiculous.
quality. And it's so diverse too, It's not just full on hardcore sort of stuff, music wise, like metal and that sort of stuff. There's so many cool prog sort of rock bands, and some really diverse sort of range of music. So
And when there's not a band on that you like, I have to see, then that's a good time to go down in the basement or up to the
Mezzanine,
mezzanine
yep.
and actually find new bands.
yeah, there's some like
Exactly.
really cool sort of chilled out sort of indie poppy sort of stuff I think going on, and it's
Well, yeah,
just
I found a new band down in the basement at Rock and Load last year that were more on the hardcore line.
right, yeah,
So
yeah.
quite pleasantly surprised.
Yeah,
when I wandered down there.
Well, that's it. Top up your music, collection of bands and stuff like that.
T-shirt collection. It
Yeah.
truly is. It's brilliant. There's a few bands that I can't wait to see. I haven't had the opportunity to see them live yet.
Who?
That's Truly. Transients, haven't seen them live yet. Araclite,
yeah.
haven't seen them live yet. But yeah, it'll literally be me running from room to room after we play. For the next 5 hours, whatever it's going to be.
That's
And I can't wait.
that's what I do at these festivals.
It's good fun. And then hopefully I'll find someone in the middle, in between all of these great acts.
Definitely check out. I don't know whether you ever saw Rook play. No, but they're one of the headliners. They're definitely worth a look. Did a couple of gigs with them many years ago, but they're really really good live. And particularly at the Espy in the front bar, which is I think where they might be. That should be going off.
I did say we were going to play Shards of Purpose, and we never actually did that because we got chatting again. So let's do that very quickly now, and we'll come back and then maybe we'll start to wrap things up and let the guys go. Yes, this is Fear is a Liar and Shards of Purpose on Collision.
Sound of society.